Okay, I'm back. I got cut off there as I'm declaring Rob the artist. What out there is trying to stop me from saying that? I don't know. There was no reason for my video to turn off. It's a very powerful statement, this energy I'm declaring on behalf of our illustrious, ingenious artist here. So, anyways. So before I go into the dark again here, because the light is fading. so so yeah, I mean, this is basically what this experience is all about. Is as I'm featuring these other two little videos that I also created during the healing experience, and I've got series that are coming up here that go into the highlights and the actual like messages, and also I go deeper into the there's a channel that comes in that some wisdom that was I became the oracle is what I call it, because it's true. I am, and these aren't self-declared egoic titles or identities that I have just tossed about very casually, because I don't do anything casually. I'm very sincere and true, and in my integrity, and I take this work very seriously, with all my heart and soul. I'm an ordained priestess, okay, which means I just committed myself to a spiritual, self mastery, journey, and to understand humanity, and in the most compassionate way possible. That's what drew me to this experience, was to understand humanity in a deeper level. And I go, oh, I'm going to just go follow Rob and discover humanity. I didn't know that's what it would be. I just found it to be an intriguing, the art drew me. His art drew me because I could resonate with it, understand it from a deeper soul level than as I explained. And so therefore, once I committed to the project, it started off as the Earth Project, and then I went into New Earth 333 is how it transcended, because it's like a whole new world was being showcased here, a whole new state of being. It's like our universe is morphing into a whole new energy. It's astrologically and astronomically very well documented through everyone, and people know it, they feel it, they know that things are changing, people are changing, and and this drill is going on at almost 8 o'clock at night, go figure. Sorry about the noise in this. It's usually so peaceful and quiet back here. But anyways, so I won't be too much longer here, but I just wanted to come on camera here for this last little bit here, and just this journey is an amazing one, and it really is one that as I say, pulled out the worst in us, both of us, because it tried our patience, it tried our our true essence of being, really peaceful, people who wanted to just do something creative together, but the work was deeper and more involved than even we knew thought it would be. We thought we were harmoniously in tune and in the compatibility of just committing to the work itself, but the work itself, it's like it pushed it pushed us to go deeper into our inner emotions and our inner programming and our old belief systems, and as I say in the really as I say, in the series that's the guided hearts behind the canvas, I do just explain it more, and I encourage you to watch that, because that's when the true wisdom comes out. But those are the highlights where I talk about the insights and the amazing the guidelines of what the art really was teaching us and sharing with us. But I'm going into the behind the scenes at this point right now of what it did personally for me, which was, it rocked my world, and it turned me upside down, upset my apple cart, and then turned it into applesauce. And then it transformed into, pears or something. I was like, there was some major crazy stuff going on, but that was what this whole journey was about. It was to help Rob and I exhume. These are the two of us who connected to these works, and I wasn't understood by the artist himself, the one who I was supporting, as this benefactor and this sponsor for. I was I was that person over there, Kara. I was detached, very detached from the artist, and how I was exposed and shared to the world, because this was very confusing to him. So it was hard to describe who I was. I'm not in the box. I don't fit in the 98 percentile or the 2 percentile. Okay, I'm not even of any percentile. I'm of a I was unmanifested potential I I'm an enigmatic being, and I called myself the sixth element, because that's essentially what I was processing through. I was my own, high true being, that I had walked into an illuminated light body state right before of my own enlightenment, if you will, because I committed myself to my own heart core journey 4 years before, and it was thousands of lifetimes, coming to this fruition in this lifetime right now, that led me to this experience and journey. And when I connected to Rob, that's when I went deeper in, and I played out, the step by step without missing a beat. And I had already, like I said, come into this higher state of consciousness and enlightenment the year before, and I was guided by my very, very special and very, powerful and beautiful soul of a very, in the likeness of Muji, or other enlightened beings, and that was what the work with my spiritual teacher. She guided me. She wasn't a guru, okay? She was my way shower. She was my pointer. She was the one that held up my mirror to help remind me who I was, and guided me as a divine mother, okay, that she is, and a guided, like I said, a guided teacher who helps guide souls to find themselves and to be connected to themselves through healing, through activations and decoding and encodings and universal energy. And no, what? Hey, shh, hey. Anyway, sorry, talking to the dog. And sorry, hold on a second. And so anyway, sorry about that. So I just wanted to, just wrap this up here, because, this was an amazing experience. That was just, the greatest gift of my life, because as I was guided by this teacher here. Oh, I gotta, give me a second. No. No. Sorry. Okay. So anyways, I had a little doggy incident that I had to take care of and come back. It was digging trash. Anyways, so yeah, excuse my little interruption there. But, it happens. And I don't have editing capability, so you have to just deal with that. So essentially, I found myself in the heart of the art, at the core of it all, and that's what this is all about. Because it does bring out everything in you that needs to come out. It exposes your dark shadows. It exposes your mastery, your gifts, your talents, your insights, your wisdom, your truth, your anything and everything that is inside there. And when you go into the core, you're going to be passing through, different veils or filters, okay, to get to it. Now, as the imagery has come to the surface, to get to that, as Rob used to say, it ripped his guts out just to do it. I didn't even know to the degree that it was a torturous experience for him. I thought it was something that he enjoyed, and he was compelled to do it, and he felt in his truth to do it, and he was very committed to doing it. But it did rip his, it does rip. That's what this does. So it's the truth. This experience ripped our guts out. It just messed with our minds, because it was designed to crush our egos and to be as pure and true as to what the message and the information and the content and the imagery was wanting to teach us. to get back to our core origin of our true nature, you know. And that's what this is. That's what Chorism is. It's an exploration and a journey into your soul, okay, and your true essence coming out. And Rob painted what he saw. So, you know, this work is very special, and you know, it's time for us to expose it and to share it now, because the primary assignment, you know, his sacred assignment that we both partook on, you know, it was complete, and it took me a year and a half, you know, 18, 20, 22 months to process it and start documenting it. And the only way I could actually heal through it, because it crushed me and it crushed Rob, you know, in our own independent journeys. We were on our own journeys. It wasn't so much that we weren't really cohesive or in a collaboration that was harmonious or balanced even at all, because we were just both being, you know, we're on both ends of the boat getting tossed about. One's on one end and one's on, I'm, you know, getting dunked into the ocean while he's getting dunked on one end, and we're just like, what's going on, you know? That's literally what it felt like. So, you know, it's like we were each going through our own inner turmoil personally and intimately in our own inner being, of what was being exhumed just from the experience of the collaboration and the coming together. So, you know, every year we would come together to create this. It's like, you know, we would go from, as I said, from, you know, heaven to purgatory to hell, and then we'd have to separate just to heal and process what we just went through. And then, you know, a few months later, just because it brought out the worst in us, because it was so trying, and there was personal dynamics and emotions and past experiences that and ones that I just had never been exposed to. You know, I brought out the past experiences of Rob, and all elements of you know, historical dynamics. And again, because it's all about human nature, so we had to face our human nature in its raw state possible. That's what this art is about. It's exposing nature in its truest, rawest form. And nature now is pretty. Okay, we've seen all kinds of crazy videos out there. And we know how animalistic it can be and how decimated it can be. And we know Mother Nature's fury, okay, with destroying and ripping around, you know, all kinds of blowing tops off mountains, okay, shaking the earth, cosmic superstorms. I mean, you know, and wild squalls. I mean, this is life and this is nature, and we have to face this and understand that the nature that is all around us is our reflection. So that's what Chorism is. In a nutshell. And I'm just giving you a one sand in a whole cosmic ocean beach, you know, of just our dynamic and perspective on it. And I'm giving it to you on such an expansive woo level, but that's just what it is. And it's Rob's direct pinpoint, you know, perception and illumination and illustration of his, you know, direct you can call it umbilical cord or cord insights from his perspective, and it's endless. We call it endless potentiality, and he could continue to paint from this perspective for the rest of his life, and it does illuminate and expose some very, very amazing, fundamental, just extraordinary truths of who we really are, and Rob tapping into it the way he has is just an amazing gift, and it's an inner guidance from the heart to the soul, and of nature's love itself for us. And so I'm going to feature 2 more videos here that I created that continue. You'll see the art it's going to be repeated, some of the images, because they just continue to tell the story, and I was guided to create them without any. So I keep looking at the clock and the timer here because I got to click off in a minute. And so it's a tribute and a showcase to the work and what it's really stood for. So I hope you enjoy these 2 videos coming up. The Transcendent Angel, it was the final masterpiece, the final commission of the art, and that's what's featured here, and that's the combination of the feminine and masculine, you know, blending of a soul within itself. It's a trinity of experience, you know, coming in tune with your masculine, your feminine side, and your mother and your father, and then finding your child within, like a Vesica Pisces, you know, finding that inner balance, and then coming to the state of awareness and and truth and just being who you are. And here's Rob's, expression of that. And I was just grateful and honored beyond words to be a participant and a co-partner and a sponsor to the work. And I just hope that everyone enjoys it and illuminates it as much as we enjoy doing it. Bye.